Getting ready for a flight? ForeFlight Mobile provides sophisticated assistance in planning your route. Let's dive right into the routes area. As you can see from the help bubble, we can enter our departure and arrival locations and some flight parameters. Let's plan our flight from Atlanta to New Orleans. ForeFlight does a number of calculations and gives you a summary of what to expect. Across the top, we see that the trip is 369 nautical miles flying direct, and that it's a little over 2 hours and 39 gallons of fuel, traveling at 160 knots. The first and only line of our direct flight in the flight legs table also indicates that the current weather conditions in Atlanta are low IFR, and in New Orleans it's VFR, and the magnetic course is 240. Just below the leg, you see that winds aloft were not considered since we didn't enter a cruise altitude. Let's add that now and see what happens. We can see that the time en route, the fuel required, and the heading have all changed thanks to a 23-knot headwind. It's a good idea to check the weather along the route, so let's have a look at the map by tapping the Maps button at the top right. Atlanta is marked with the inverted blue teardrop in the center of the screen, and our direct path to New Orleans is the straight purple line heading down and to the left, straight through lots of radar returns and lightning. That red dot with the circling arrows indicates a mesocyclone, or upper air rotation, and the blue dot with white circles means there's hail in the area. With this mess to fly through, we'd be smart to find a way around as much as possible. First we'll zoom in and get clear of the northern edge of the storm. Then we can switch over to either the VFR or IFR charts to find a waypoint that lets us avoid it. We'll be filing IFR for 6,000 feet, so let's pick something off the IFR low en route chart. High altitude charts are also available. The Big B VOR is nearby, so let's see how adding it to the route helps. That keeps us clear of most of it, so we'll proceed with our planning using Big B. Back in the routes area, we can enter Big B in our route search and get an updated plan. Note that we now have 2 legs in our flight, and you can see the headings for each leg and the distances, fuel needs, and time as they accumulate for each leg. Next, we might want to check for recently cleared ATC routes. A quick scan shows us various routes that have been used recently, but none at altitudes we're interested in. You can file a flight plan based on this route, but before we do, have a look at the reverse option. This is very useful for there and back trips, and you see that a tap does just what you'd expect. ForeFlight swaps your departure and arrival airports and updates the details of the flight. To file with this route, all we have to do is tap the Flight Plan button, and ForeFlight will fill in the details of the route. To get a bigger picture of filing a flight plan or using the Maps area of ForeFlight Mobile, be sure to check out the other videos on the ForeFlight website.